Everyone
Oh,
smiles.
it should be. I always say the same. So guys, I will send you the questions here on chat. And I would like to ask if there is someone that is coming by the first time. Yes. No.
Guys, say hi to YouTube. Now we are on live.
Yeah, now we are live. I think I don't know Michelle, Ariel, and the woman that's the name here on Zoom. It's Galax J5 Prime. I don't know you. If you want, you can introduce yourself. So, Ariel, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm Ariel. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Campinas.
It's your first time here?
No, it's my third time, but I'm not here that often.
Okay, no problem. So, welcome. And you, Michelle?
Thank you.
Michelle, can you hear me? Maybe no. Guys, I will divide you in 2 rooms. Let me see this. No, in 3 rooms. I will divide you in 3 rooms, and in each room I need a leader to conduct the talk, to read the questions, and make everyone feel comfortable to talk. The questions, there is a lot of questions, and you should not answer all the questions. You should just choose some questions, and who will be the leader can make an example. Marcos, do you want to choose a question before we continue talking? And this one had an opportunity to continue the talking with other questions. And it's so good because as we will not have time to talk about all the questions, you can talk about the question that you identify more, you know. So let's start the talk. Let's see. Just a second. Okay. Victoria, I will put you in the 30 room, and if someone go out in this room, you can back here and tell me, and we can stay together in the main room, okay? If something goes wrong, you can came here and just tell me. Guys, see you. Bye.
Bye.
No, Alexandre, for you is not bye. Let's see. If you continue listening my voice, there is 2 options. Or you didn't accept the invitation, or you are in the main room with me.
Okay.
So the first thing that we always say in all meetings is the presentation. So I will start. I am Ana, I am 25 years old, I live in Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais. I am a physiotherapist. My specialization is in women's health. I am married almost for 5 years. And today I'm very happy because I will travel today and I will see the sister of my husband, my sister's husband. And that's the reason I'm so happy today. And there's some you already presented yourself, but, and about you, Michelle, I don't know if it's correct, or Michael, I don't know. I cannot listen you. I think when you come in the meeting, when you attended, can you hear me? I cannot hear you. I think when you come in the meeting, you didn't put your microphone on. I think there is something wrong. because your microphone is not muted, but I can't listen you. I will continue with the presentation, and I hope you can solve this problem. But if you cannot, you can send me a message on chat, and I will try to help you. Hello, Endel.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
So my name is Endel Miller. I am 32 years old. I'm geologist. I'm from Goiânia. And that's it.
Okay, Alexandre.
So my name is Alexandre. I'm from Vitória. I'm 6'7", and I live here from 1986. And I'm married, and I have three children. That's okay?
Yeah. And the other girl, I don't know your name. Can you present yourself? It's hard because I don't know her name. I cannot call it by her name.
You can call Galaxy J5 Prime.
I tried, but she didn't answer.
Galaxy J5. Hello, Galaxy J5.
Oh my God. How can we do it? Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, it's you.
Works.
Ela não está ouvindo.
No, she's
Make the thumbs up.
Gente, eu não falo nada em inglês, tá? Só para saber.
no
Eu
problem.
tô ouvindo, mas eu não falo nada. Se eu for me apresentar, vai ser em português, pode ser?
Vamos
Go
começar
ahead.
assim, pode ser.
Meu nome é Ana, tenho 27 anos, sou de Mineiros, Goiás. Tenho um vizinho meu aqui, né? E o que mais? Foi a única coisa que eu entendi.
Your age, how old are you? Quantos anos?
28.
28. Ana, você prefere só ouvir hoje ou você prefere participar também de acordo com o que você vai entendendo? Só para eu saber como a gente pode conduzir a conversa.
Eu vou ficar mais calada, mas se der uma oportunidade eu vou conversar, mas eu não falo nada em inglês.
Tá bom, não tem problema. Eu vou tentar te fazer as perguntas em inglês, daí se você fizer assim, eu vou saber que você não entendeu e eu vou tentando de outras formas. Pode ser?
Ana, posso te dar uma sugestão?
Sim, claro.
Lá no YouTube tem uma professora chamada Vanessa. Você escreve lá, Vanessa, professora de inglês. Aí você começa pelo intermédio do básico e vai até até o high level. Ela é ótima para você desenvolver sua fala, seu ouvido e tirar os seus medos. Eu vou atender o interfone aqui, tá? Só um minutinho, por favor.
À vontade, Alexandre. So let's continue talking in English. At least we can try. The first question is, why conversation skill is too important? I would try with Michael because I want to know if his microphone is working or no. Can you hear me, Michael? I think he can listen, but he cannot speak. Yeah, I think it's this. Michael, I will ask you to try go out to the meeting, to close the Zoom and try to come in again. And when you come in, we will appear in your screen a message and you can put your microphone on. I think it will work. You can try this. Let's see. I will wait you again here. So for you, Wendell, why the conversation skill is too important?
The conversation skill is important, in my opinion, because it's the way we have to really present ourselves in terms of things that we cannot only show. You know, you can speak about you. You can speak about you, like about you, like to do as well, and what do you do, what you did. That's it.
Yeah. And for you, Alexandre, why the conversation skill is too important?
I think conversations so important because you can show who you are, you can share your thoughts, how you see the life, how you handle the life. So I think it's we all the time in your life, the first time you have to do is have a good relationship. It doesn't matter if you are so household or your family or your neighbor or people in your job. You have to have a good relationship. So important. Meu empregado doméstico. Não falo com ela, I love minha empregada. Ela é maravilhosa. So, então, acabei falando em português. Mas, but
English.
relationship, smile a lot, have a lot of conversation. Take the conversation like don't be so quiet when you are in a group. Try to have conversation with other people, and if you don't wait for someone come to you and say hello Anna. No, when you go to the meeting or in the beach or in the story, say good morning, good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Anna. I'm here to buy a beautiful shoes. Okay, ready. You are happy. Other people is happy, and you have a good relationship.
Yeah. For me, the conversation is too important because conversation is there is just one way to put out what is inside of your brain. This way is the conversation. This way is to talk and to show what you are thinking about. That's the reason for me to have a good relationship is to have a good conversation, to have a ability to talk and show what you are thinking. Because sometimes you think something and you cannot talk about this. So you will not have a good relationship. The things will not work besides you and the other person. Let's see if we can listen, Michelle, I don't know. Try to say something. No? I think not yet. Maybe it can be your earphones. If you disconnect, maybe if it can work. I don't know. You can try this. So let's continue to talking with, no, I cannot listen you, Michelle.
He's trying to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk with Fabio. Hello, Fabio. Are you there, Fabio?
Hello, I'm here.
Oh my God, it's you. How long I don't
Hello.
see you?
I remember you yesterday, and I put my cell phone to remember me because you talked to me. You talked to everybody in the room to participate in your room.
Yeah, it's my
Friday,
meeting.
9 a.m. I remember.
Yeah, that's it. Fabio, can you present yourself in a short way?
Hello everyone, I'm Fabio, I'm from Salvador, Bahia. I'm 28, I am biologist. That's it, a short way.
Okay. Fabio, today we are talking about the art of conversation and the power of the conversation and the skill to talk. And the second question that we are going to talk about is what are some good habits you have in a conversation?
Some good what?
Habits.
Ah.
Habits. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I it's because my connection is a little instable. So
Okay, no problem.
sometimes everybody freezing and I lost some words. But go ahead.
Yeah, what do you think about this? What's a good habit to have in a conversation?
Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. What the other person's thought?
No, it's the first part. So I will start answering. For me, a good habit is when you know your turn to talk. An example here on TNT. The thing is online, it's too hard because the connection sometimes give you some problems. An example, I'm talking here and Angel is listening me with a little delay. So when he starts to say something, I am also talking. So there is some problems. But for me, a good thing that you need to learn to have a good conversation is your turn to talk. Here online and face to face is also important because when you are talking, and the other person is just listening, it's not a talk, it's not a conversation. It's
a speech. It's a speech.
Monologue. How to say this in English? But when just one person can talk.
I think it's monólogo mesmo.
It's speech.
Yeah.
Speech.
Yeah.
Speech.
Yeah, for me, I am this kind of person who talks a lot. So for me, it's important to know when I need to stop and give the opportunity for other one talk. And then now it's my turn to stop, and it's Fabio's turn to talk.
I don't I can remember a habit that I have, but it's a kind way when I talk you can see you might see this in English or in Portuguese. I speak a little fast or much fast, and sometimes it's very hard to understand me for the person understand me because when I because of this because I talk very fast. Sometimes I mix the words, I blend the words, and sometimes it looks like I miss some word, but I don't miss this word. I just talk fast. But it's a problem for me because I'm a teacher too. So sometimes my learners has a problem to understand me because of this. But I don't know how I can to fix it, but this is my way to talk.
Yeah, to talk so fast, it's hard, especially when you are talking another language.
Yeah.
And you, Alexandre, for you, what's important?
Communication is so important. I have to learn how to communication because I didn't know until 20, until 20. Until before I go to the military service. Because when I went to military service, I was the stupid guy before.
Really?
Yeah, I was totally stupid. I just start to go to school with 17, and with 18, hello?
Yeah, you can go.
With 18, I went to military service. And I was so stupid. I have to pay a lot of penalty there in the beginning, but I understood that I could do the same thing that all the soldier was doing. That's okay.
Yeah. Thank you,
So
Alicia.
in the end of the course, I was totally another people. The military service was a big school for me because I changed my mind, I changed my behavior, I became another guy. So I see when I was 20, I was have a lot of communication with people.
Yeah, it's too important. Let's try with Michel again. He sent a message that he could put his microphone on. So let's try. Michel, say something and I will say that I can listen you or not. Michel?
Não deu certo.
Tira o
Michel,
fone,
can you hear me?
conecta o fone de novo. De repente. Sometimes it's happening. It's more bad connection.
Yeah, but I think it's not this.
I think the internet, his internet is a little delay.
Yeah.
Or it's not good.
Let's continue with Andrew. Andrew, for you, what's a good habit to have a good conversation?
A good habit for a good conversation, in my opinion, is to really pay attention in the conversation, in the idea. You know, is a thing that we have to develop or redevelop. I don't know, because nowadays we have a lot of devices and information. You know, come to us, and we lose the attention of the things. So we have to pay attention of this stuff, you know, to really pay attention the conversation, and you know, try to avoid this kind of signals.
Yeah. Next question. What's your role in a conversation? Dominant or subordinate? What do you think, Fabio? What's your kind of person? What kind of
I think I'm not proud of that, but I think that I'm the dominant person because I like to talk a lot, and sometimes it's necessarily, but sometimes I would listen more, and sometimes I don't have patience as well, so I don't have patience to wait other persons and to speak, and I think that's a problem. But in this case, of the answers of the topic is I'm dominate in a speech, in our speech.
Yeah. So
I'm trying
let's
to
make
change this.
Yeah, because I am a dominant also. And let's divide us in dominant or subordinate. Alexandre, what's your kind of person? Dominant or subordinate in a talk? in a conversation?
I think neither. I'm on balance about the conversation. I like to hear what the guys say, but I like to give feedback. I like to give all my feedback. That's okay. If I talk about politics, religion, football, or the simple conversation, the feedback is so important. The positive feedback, it's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Negative feedback is bad for conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you have to try to be on balance where you are.
Yeah, balance is not an option for this
No,
question.
I suggest the people have balance about conversation, because sometimes you are in the space when there is a people make a lot like a speech for you, and you hear. When you try to say something, then he or she starts again with another subject. So I think you have to hear more. Listen. This is about the conversation and choose the good words to share.
Yeah,
Okay?
I agree with you. I'm just kidding. And you, Wendell? I think I have an idea about which kind of person you are, but I will give you the opportunity to answer.
Well, I'm thinking carefully about this thing. I never heard about dominant and. But well, I think depend on the conversation, because when I don't know nothing, anything about the subject, I know I really like to hear a lot, But like I really appreciate to have a good discussion about a lot of subjects. So when I really know what I'm talking about, I think I like to be dominant, but not in terms of to be dominant, but to conduct a good idea, a good reflection about the subject and the themes. That's it. But when I don't know, I really stop to talk and only listening.
Yeah, I think some person that have a leader, I don't know how to say it in English, but a leader personality, they will always dominate the talk. They will always try to conduct, to give the opportunity, but that's important. You can conduct the talk, but you can give the opportunity, and that's amazing. Anna, now I will try with you. In a conversation, which kind of person you are? A dominant or a subordinate? Que tipo de pessoa você é?
Em que sentido? Dominante ou o quê?
In a conversation.
Nem sei explicar.
Quando você vai conversar com alguém num barzinho, num restaurante, ou num escritório, ou num banco, como que você é? Você é do tipo que domina a conversa, ou você escuta mais, você tenta balancear, dar feedback, o que você faz?
Eu escuto mais, bem mais, eu falo quase nada.
So this option is subordinate. That is two options. Dominant, that is the person who talks a lot. And the second, the subordinate, that is you. Let's continue the talk. Fabio, do you want to choose a question? Do you have the questions? I will send you. We already talked about number 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Which one do you prefer to continue talking?
We can continue in the right sequence.
Okay.
the fourth.
I love this question. What was a difficult conversation you had in your life, and how did it turn out? I will start answering because I think it's hard to talk about this. The most hard conversation that I had in my life is when someone died in my family, and I was the responsible to give the news to my cousin, and the person who died was my cousin's aunt. So I was in her school, and I waited she finished the test, and I put her in my car and I say, dear, we need to talk. And I have a bad thing to tell you. Your aunt already died. And it was the most hard conversation that I had in my life, because it's a lot of responsibility to give this news, and was a really bad conversation. And about you, Wendell?
Very hard question. I'm thinking about. You can continue this conversation, and I'm thinking because I think I have a lot of yeah, a lot, a lot of difficult conversation in my life.
Yeah, so just tell an example. Okay.
Well, sometimes I talk. I like to talk a lot with my sister. We share a lot of ideas, and sometimes we are passing for bad moments in our family. So I try to discuss with her in order to maintain, the happiness with her. I really try to take care of her. So to me, it's difficult because I feel very, intense feeling as well. So I have to maintain, very straight and seriously conversation in terms to provide a good moment in that moment.
Oh my
That's
God,
it.
it's really hard.
Yeah.
And
Are you talking to me?
yeah.
It's because sometimes the email is freezing. I just listen. Abel. I'm not right.
Yeah.
I think that the most difficult conversations that some people might have to another person, it's about death. Is the most difficult kind of conversation. Luckily, I've never had to give these informations to someone, because I think that I don't know how to say what I have to do anyway. But I think the most difficult conversation that I have had in my life is when in my last job. I was the persons who I need to know to one of my best friends in my job that his friends was fired. So it was so hard because this job was very important to him, and was one of the most source of income to his family. So, and I wasn't fired, just him, and it was most difficult because I still I still continue on the job, and that's my friend. No, in I don't know why, but I was the person do, that I had to talk to him than the Nazi. So was very hard to me. But I know that is totally different when you talk about death or a kind of tragic news like this.
And you, Alexandre, what was the most difficult talk that you had to have?
I don't remember the most difficult.
Or
I had.
just an example that a hard conversation, that a difficult conversation.
I don't remember about the difficult conversation. I think the difficult conversation is when you try to have conversation with a guy or girl, and they are all the time in the negative thoughts. They try all the time say something on the contrary for you. Like you say, oh, Bolsonaro is good. No, Bolsonaro is bad. You say, Bolsonaro is bad. Oh, Bolsonaro is good. Like, oh, you try to have conversation. So I try to have conversation with you. And I say to you, oh, that is a beautiful day. You say, yeah. And then you don't continue the conversation. Oh, what do you think about to go go out or go to the beach or I don't know. And the conversation die again. It's okay. It's so bad. I think you have to on balance. You talk and receive, and you talk and receive. It's for me. If I need to have conversation with people like that, I give up. I don't have patience about.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think sometimes you cannot when the other person don't want to talk. An example,
exactly.
you are in the bus with me and I don't know you and you sit by my side and try to have a conversation. I don't like to have this kind of conversation. That's the reason I am always in the bus with my earphones. Because when you see someone with earphones, it means that this one wants to avoid the conversation.
I took a transfer in Toronto airport to the downtown when I will leave for 30 days, and inside the car I try to have a lot of conversation with the transfer, but she doesn't. She was yeah,
No.
and then I give
Yes,
up.
no, yes, no. Yeah, it's hard. Let's move for other question. What makes you feel comfortable to start a conversation with someone new? Endo, what makes you feel comfortable?
I'm really like these questions. Very good. Well, I feel comfortable when I can I can make the conversation excited in terms of some new idea or some new stuff. I am a kind of person that I like to provocate a conversation in terms of instigate the curiosity. So I feel comfortable doing it. It's very funny to me, and it's very so I think it make me comfortable, very comfortable.
Yeah.
I like.
And you, Fabio?
I'm a talkative person, so I like to talk, and I don't have a lot of specifications to start a conversation. I just talk with everybody. I have easily to make new friends because of this, because I talk with everybody every time. And, I talk. I don't have problem to talk. I talk with everybody about a lot about everything. For me, just the only thing that is required to start a conversation is another person. The person the person just might listen or might listen and talk. I don't care, because if I might talk for another person, for me it's good, and I start a conversation.
Yeah, I am exactly like you, because for me it's easy to start a conversation with anyone. I have no problem. I am an easy person in terms of to create a opinion. So if I don't know how to talk about an example, things related to geology, I have no idea about to create and to start to talk about this. But an example, if Endel starts this topic, I will create my own opinion in some seconds, and that's it. Let's continue talking, and I will ask the things that I don't know. For me, it's easy to do this. And for you, Alexandre, I think you are talkative also, but what's the thing that make you feel comfortable to start a conversation?
I feel comfortable all the time to have conversation, and most of the time that's I am start the conversation. It doesn't matter if there is new guy or is not new. I I feel so comfortable to start the conversation, and the most of the time everything do well.
Yeah. Anna, let's try other question. Anna, do you feel comfortable to talk with someone that you don't know? No.
Don't know.
Eu perguntei se você se sente confortável em conversar com alguém que você não conhece. You can answer yes or no.
No.
No. Yeah, it's really hard to talk with someone that we don't know and we even know topic. So I appreciate a lot that you are here.
When I was young, like when I was go to the street to catch a girl, I was afraid to approach. If the girl was so beautiful, I was a little embarrassed to to take it, like me aproximar to border and say something or call her to dance. I have some difficult. I need to learn. I think I learned after 5 years, 6 years. I learned how to how do I say aproximar?
Approximate.
Yeah, I have to. I learned how to approximate and start a conversation. But if the girl was so beautiful, I became a little embarrassed, and because so I am capable to talk to her. I don't know.
It's really hard. Next question. Do you think that some conversation are easier to have on phone, face to face? What types of conversation and why? For me, an example, you need to make an example, an interview. In my master, my project was to make some interviews with some patient. And when you are face to face, it's easy. It's easier because when the patient is talking a lot, you just make this movement and he will stop because he notes that you need to talk. But when you are making this interview by phone, he will never stop talking. He will talk, and you need to interrupt. Hey, just a second. Let's back to the main topic. So an example for me, the interview, that is the thing that I did a lot last month, as for me, it's easier to have this conversation by phone at all. And you, Wendell, what do you think it's easier, by phone, face to face, and what kinds of conversation?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think face to face is more easy because I can see, the expression, and the expression tells a lot, talk a lot about the person. So I can see this, make me, know more about something.
Yeah. And you, Fabio?
Like I said, I'm a talkative person, and I talk with everybody or by phone or face to face. But I really prefer uh, everything face to face talk, because, like you said, you might see the expression by phone or by this kind of conversation. You might see the expression as well, but it's different. But I don't know how can I explain, but it's different. I think you get the point, because it's so different when you are face to face, because you might, I don't know how to explain, but I don't know how to explain, but I think you got the point, yeah. Because when you are face to face, it's more personal. Because behind of the computer or by phone, it's more like a little less personal. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, when we talk, an example, in a video call, the hard thing is because you say something and the other person listen as a delay, and they cannot listen you well, and they think you are not speaking well, but it's not. It's just because you cannot listen. In a video call, it's really hard. For me, I will always prefer face to face. And to you, Alexandre, there's some kind of conversation that you prefer to do by phone or other kind? You are muted.
I don't like phone, even when I was working, when the manager called me to make a call for everyone I didn't like to do this work. I don't like the phone at all. I like to face only.
Yeah, me too. Welcome back, guys. How was the conversation?
Oh, in my room, the conversation. Oh, sorry.
No, so
No,
sorry,
go ahead.
because I was listening to myself when I back. There is a lot of person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my room, the conversation was amazing. Bruno and Anderson is amazing, and actually, we just read some questions, like a few questions, but we talked a lot about conversations and skills and everything. So the conversation went with the flow and was so nice. So thank you guys. I hope to be with you in other rooms and other meetings. Yeah, that's it.
By the way, where is Anderson? I think he should go out. I don't know. Where is he?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's not here anymore. Okay, and you, Luan, how was your experience as a co-host?
So the experience was very nice, and the conversation in my room was very nice too. I had a great conversation with Ariel, Felipe, and Marcos. I really liked the topic, and talking about conversation.
Yeah, it's really good when you create the questions and you see the persons that really like the questions
Yes.
and we get what you asked. It's really good. Ariel, how was your experience here?
It was amazing. Our host was great and made us really comfortable. And it was incredible talking about that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just come more
I always
time.
care.
Yeah. Yeah. And you, Marco?
Yeah, I think Luan, it was very, very great. He was a good leader. And I think that there was a topic that I really like to talk because we are like talking, speaking, and we are not talking about the speaking and talking. So I think it was very interesting because we are talking and we are thinking what we're gonna talk.
Talk.
So yeah, it's crazy, but it was very, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I want to make a polemic question. Let's divide us in groups. The question is, who communicates better, a man or a woman? Just raise your hand if you think it's a woman.
I want to answer this question in my room. I didn't answer that because it's polemic. I don't want to bring this kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I will agree with Ana Paula because if I don't agree with her, she maybe will hate me.
No, come on. No at all. Me, Alexandre, Bruno, more someone that a woman communicates better. Victoria, Marcos. Come on, let's make a team. I want to make this question. Ariel also.
Oh, guys, I work 40 years in a bank, 3 years in Banestes, no, 37 years, 2 years in Banestes, and 35 years in a bank, Brazil bank. And I had a lot of woman manage. And it was so funny to have conversation with the group. I think the woman is more switched to handle the conversation in a meeting, or when we have to call attention face to face, or you didn't do that, it's wrong. That's it's the one point. Another point that I would like to share is that conversation is good, communicate is so good, but in the job, they care about the conversation because the manager don't like it. Sometimes if you are in the group and there is a girl or a guy that have all the time have conversation and the manager don't like that. Okay, in the job you have to take care about the conversation. Okay, it's my advice because I'm retired. I pass just pass for it, but I saw that situation a lot inside the bank.
Yeah, I would like to listen his opinion about Ana. Ana, who communicates better, a man or a woman? Quem conversa melhor, a man or a woman? What do you think?
Repete de novo, por favor.
Who communicates better? Quem se comunica melhor, a man or a woman? O homem ou a mulher?
O homem. Assim, eu não estou entendendo o contexto da pergunta, mas...
No contest.
É sem contexto mesmo.
O homem.
O homem. Okay, so let's create this group. Who agrees with Ana? Raise your hand.
I think it depends. I think it's more depend of the context. Like Anna said, I think sometimes.
I'm the same team as Fabio.
More sensibility of the woman is not a good thing. Sometimes a problem, and sometimes. Anyway, you might find women's more or less sensible, men's more or less sensible. I think that is not a gender question, but I think this in general, the woman, the women is more sensible, is more calm, but sometimes this is this is not required. Sometimes you need to more direct, or I don't know. I think it depends of the context.
Yeah, for sure.
In of course, depend of the women, the woman or the woman, the kind of woman or the kind of man. I think depend of this.
Yeah. No, for sure. It depends of the context. It depends of the topic of the talk. For sure, it will always depend. Guys, it was a pleasure for me to divide this meeting with Luan. He helped me a
Thank you.
lot with the topic, with the questions, and to handle the talk. I hope he can be our host as soon as possible. And I hope I can divide the other meetings with him. And that's it. I love our talk. I love your participation. And thanks for coming.
So
Okay.
guys, for me
Thank
was
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks
Have a
everyone.
good weekend,
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a good day.
Have a good week.